This week in Vega, we're shooting for the stars with Space Week. Starting with our balance beam obstacle course, there's many things that we can mark off of our skill card just simply using dots, beams, and the lines, such as our gymnastics walks and our passe holds and other balancing skills. For our gymnastics circuit, we are starting with vault, running, fast, light speed down the stars to work on our speed when we get to our bigger vaults. Moving on to our trampoline and to the cheese mat, working out on our inverted confidence. Moving on to our vault hurdle, starting with 1 foot, jumping with 2 feet, landing on the green dot, preparing to do bigger jumps. And making it a little bit more complicated, once again, 1 foot to hurdle and stick in the hula hoop. Very nice job. This week, for our gymnastics warm-up, we're incorporating balloons to help us again with our hand-eye coordination, and we will also be using them to work on our balancing skills, holding our balloon while we do different things, such as our passe hold or our knee scales. For our gymnastics circuit, we are starting with vault, running, fast, light speed down the stars to work on our speed when we get to our bigger vaults. Moving on to our trampoline and to the cheese mat, working out on our inverted confidence. Moving on to our vault hurdle, starting with 1 foot, jumping with 2 feet, landing on the green dot, preparing to do bigger jumps. And making it a little bit more complicated, once again, 1 foot to hurdle and stick in the hula hoop. Very nice job. This week, for our gymnastics lesson plan on our balance beam, we will continue to work on our different walks on the beam, starting with holding the earth over our heads while we walk down the balance beam. And moving on to our next one, we will continue to work on our different walks, including releve, passe, kicks, sideways, and backwards. Once we build our confidence on the lower beam, we'll move to the higher one. Moving on to our next balance beam, we're adding an activity while we walk across the beam that's going to help us work with hand-eye coordination and grip strength. When you turn walking on the balance beam into a game, it eliminates some of the fear of going up higher, distracting them so they'll actually go on a higher beam. Same thing for our last station, working on our hand-eye coordination and our balancing at the same time. We are collecting our stars, trying to get them to the end in our frisbee.